This is a fundamental shift in mindset, and no one, even our MPs, are not attempting to do so. Why are we encouraging them to take up a license at the age of 18? If they really want to do so, why not we educate every student in Singapore how to drive a car in college or in university? Why must we pay so much to drive to obtain a license? Doesn't make sense.
Very happy to see the count here, although it's not 10,000. But I think all of us who are here, except for the reporters who are doing their job, and of course the IST people, have a strong feeling of this little island that we live in. That's why we born in Kampong, right? And I have a strong feeling for people who are suffering from all the transport types and all the inflation. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Okay. So, if you want to go from Shenzhen to Dongguan, maybe you have a 2 hours trip, 3 hours trip, then you need a car. It becomes a necessity. But in Singapore, you don't need the car. That is provided the public transport is efficient. But the problem is our public transport efficient? Okay. Now, since I spent quite a lot of time in Hong Kong, and I actually did a very thorough study of Hong Kong society policies versus Singapore, from education to transportation and all that. I shall touch on transportation. If a transport company only thinks of earning money by collecting fares, you should sack the CEO. I should say that. Yes. Yes. Right. I give one very simple example. Do you get free software from the internet? You do. FreshGuide, AVG even got free antivirus, Avgas, right? Why do they give you free? And no virus, no Trojan and all that. Why? The concept is they do not think of making money out of selling you software. They are thinking of making money by selling you advertising. Because there's actually one little article that I read recently. Because when you have free stuff, just like any Singaporean, just like the world, you have any free stuff, people will start to come to you. It's free one, right? When you have a massive people that visits your website or use your truck-based transport, that is where the advertising money will come from. 作为一个政府，你的职责不是赚钱，要搞清楚，政府不是要赚钱。身为一个政府，你是一个监护者，你必须要监督这些公司，千万不要混淆你的利益关系。身为一个政府，你的职责是要照顾人民，而不是拼命跟人民加价。
Now coming to the topic at hand about transport policies, I want to congratulate the online citizen. That's at www.theonlinecitizen.com. Good bunch of people. I read the website often, and I think they're doing a good job. And I'm glad they organized the activity today. Please, a round of applause for the organizers. But I think in order to tackle the issue of the public transport, and the key word is public transport, and I have two arguments, just two arguments for you to think about today. First, the notion of public. I think many of us equate, and to some extent, these posters and the arguments put forward today also capture but one aspect of the argument, that is when it's public, that the cost must be kept low. And that's a good argument, it's important to keep to the public. But I think the other element that I think is why we are here to debate and discuss is also service. So I think we need public service both in terms of keeping costs low down and making it accessible to all, but also in terms of quality of service. And this is the key word when it comes to public. Singapore has, unfortunately, under the current administration, has a policy, an immigration and a workforce policy that is impacting these public sectors that are mentioned, these public areas that are mentioned, one including the transport system. And my observation is as follows. The public transportation system is the artery that runs through Singapore. And while we talked about cost, I think we also need to articulate with clarity that these arteries are choked, especially at peak hours, and these arteries are also old. If you go into any of our public transports, if you look at the back of the seats, they are worse for tear. The seats are hard, the buses haven't been changed for a long time, and that again is a reflection of the internal poor quality of the public transport system. To sum up, and to keep my speech short, for me, public transport, the problems we are having for public transport is very much linked to our immigration policy and the large number of people we have in this island called Singapore. And I think unless our ideas about managing public transport also considers the volume of people that an immigration policy has brought into the country, I think our solutions only address part of the problem. So to have a comprehensive approach to our public transport problem, cost is very important, and I think it's been articulated very well. I think the notion of service at that level of cost is also important. But last but not least, I think we need to stand back and look at the big picture that we have an infrastructural problem, in this case transport, but it also affects public housing, public education, public health, that is now all under pressure of an immigration policy run very, very wild and wide.
Last one.
I guess I share the same interests as many other people, because I think that Singapore, the bus system, right, it just told me the service quality totally sucks. In the morning, I can stand at my bus stop from 8 to 9 a.m. and I can never get off the bus. 8 to 9 a.m. is not funny, you know, when you're standing there in the morning. You want to get to maybe school or work bus, but you just can't get off the bus.
Looking at everything in totality, the ministry is on the right track in its objective of putting people at the center of the transport system. Having said that, I think there's room to reconsider and review the public transport companies and how their returns are being assessed right now. Right, because I think a very good point that's been made is that, you know, if you take a train at during off-peak hours, it's crowded and it's infrequent. Right, and that tells you, I think, that the train system is being run at a point that's probably optimal for the operator, but not for the commuter. Right, so if it's a public transport